Chapter 127. Military. Extinction. A new king. For as long as Tubal-Cain was assisted by Horod and the temple guardian Turhad, as well as Mura and Curil, the state Hanoch, with its 10 principalities, held up passably, although they started to found a kind of military to protect themselves against the ever-growing, more powerful mountain people who colonized the areas outside of the 10 cities. When thus Tubal-Cain died, and left no male heir, but only 2 weak daughters, because the former male children conceived with Naomi were pure fools, as is well known, and thus completely incapable to lead the nation. No one knew who should now take over the government of the people. Since also Horod, Turhad, Mura, and Curil have died before Tubal-Cain, the possibility of a suitable leader looked even less favourable, because except for the already very old Naomi and the 2 daughters of Tubal-Cain, there was nobody left from Lamech's family. Also Tubal-Cain's 2 brothers were sought in vain, for they too have died somewhere on the world travels, and therefore neither they nor any of their descendants could be found. Thus the citizens of Hanoch did not know what to do, but to send a messenger to the heights and obtain advice from Lamech what should be done. And Lamech asked the messengers whether Naomi and Horod had any offspring. And the messenger said, "Neither male nor female." And Lamech sent a messenger to Muthael in the morning region, and asked him to visit him. And Muthael came, and Lamech said to him, "Brother, you have a 30-year-old son with Purista. He is wise and full of the Spirit and power from God. How would it be if I lay my hands on him and anoint him as leader of the people in the depths? For there are already living close to 3 million of the children of the heights, and it might therefore not be amiss if your son, who is predestined by God, become a powerful leader for these nations." But Muthael replied to Lamech, "Brother, you also have a son who is even richer in wisdom and grace before God. Why don't you lay your hands on him?" But Lamech said, "Muthael, you know that I act only according to the counsel of God, but never my own. But if this is proven, then why do you ask me about what leads to nothing and is good for nothing? Either conform to what I have told you or not. But do not ask me a question contrary to the counsel of God in me." And Muthael recognized that he had erred, and asked Lamech for forgiveness, and immediately ordered his son to come, and allowed him to be blessed as a leader of the nations in the depths. When the son was blessed and anointed, Lamech said to the authorized messengers, "Behold, this young man from the heights has been chosen by the Lord as a leader, teacher, and guide for you. Led by the Lord, he will follow you to the city of Hanoch, where he will arrange the order to always reveal the Lord's will to you. Here the messengers fell on their knees before the new king, and bestowed him the first honour, got up, praised God, and went with the new king back to the city of Hanoch, where he was received by countless crowds of people with the greatest exultation, who accompanied him to the great and glorious castle residence.